Hello! Welcome to the Mario Party 8 playthrough that I am doing. It's the most Wii Remote driven Mario Party. Would you like to create a Mario Party 8 save file? Yes, I would. Would I like to turn down the volume in my ears a little bit? Yes, I would. Okay. Alright. Stamp your file with a me. I'm playing on the Wii U, so the Mii's I have are Wii U Mii's, and this is the Wii functionality of the Wii U. So long story short, none of my Mii's are here. This isn't that important a decision. I got this. Right. So it's been a while since I've done any content for
Welcome to the Star Carnival!
YouTube. Welcome to the Star Carnival.
Oh, blimey.
That's our main attraction. You, of course. Get ready to party like never before. We've got it all. Mini games to make you move. Boards that make your party groove. So come one and come all. What fun we'll have. Clashes, crashes, brawls, falls. Who am I, you ask? I'm your master of catastrophe. MC Ballyhoo, at your side. And I don't run this show solo. Two heads are better than one. Meet my friend, Big Top. Hello, hola, aloha, ahoy.
Oh, blimey.
Does ahoy mean hello? I know Mr. Burns in The Simpsons says ahoy hoy. I know in Dad's Army they say ahoy to get the attention of people from the shore when they're like in a sort of precarious situation at sea. What does ahoy mean? Yes, a warm welcome to all. We're here to make sure that you have a great time. We've got 5 ways for you to play at Star Carnival. Pick the party spot you want. So go run wild, have fun. Well, what we're gonna do is the regular party mode. Because, yeah, this is, I've played this before, Star Battle Arena. Like, if this is what I'm thinking of, this is the single player of this game is not great. Like, I remember it taking quite a while and not actually... Maybe I'm remembering wrong, but I feel like it didn't even feature the mini-games particularly. I think it was... Maybe it didn't feature them at all. I can't remember. It's been a long time. But, yeah, I mean, we just have fun boards and stuff on this game. But yeah, that's not my intent right now. We're just gonna do a battle royale against CPUs. Now, I always used to play as Peach. I'm wondering whether to move to Birdo. You know, played as Peach when I identified as male. Birdo could sort of express the transness. What's the tough decision? Sorry, but had a bit to drink. 9:27 AM. Judge me if you want. And I will judge you for judging me if you do. I think I'll stick with Peach. Oh, right, interesting. One can be Birdo. Peach, Birdo, Mario, and we'll have Daisy. Set the length of the pedal. Fine. Difficulty settings. It's been a long time. I think I'll be fine with mobile. Now where do we want to go? Like all good maps? But my personal favorites were these two. Having said that, I don't know. I'm not sure I'm feeling either of them. I think we'll do Goomba's Booty Boardwalk. I don't imagine Goombas have much of a booty. I guess you know what they're doing, right? From the 3D Marios. I guess this is 3D, but I don't think you ever see that Goomba from the back. But if you could, I expect that's why this level's called what it is. Or perhaps it's treasure on the far isle. That could be a reason. Pirates on the prowl, blasting cannons. It's time to run the gauntlet in Goomba's Booty Boardwalk. Want to hear a few secrets about this board? No! Let's see who goes first. Smack the dice. We didn't take that too personally. Let's see who goes first. Smack the dice book. Punch with your Wii remote. It's decided.
Wow!
Birdo is first.
Yes!
Peach is second.
Wow!
Mario is third.
Neato!
Daisy is last.
Give it
Here's a gift to get you going. Make the most of these 10 coins.
Wow!
Where's the star? Way out there. At the far end of the boardwalk. Yar! Reach me and get a star. But that's harder to walk. And a large priest bike. Good luck. Now's the time to start this party. Let the games begin.
Wow!
Oh, I don't have my strap on. Shouldn't play Wii games without your strap on.
Wow!
You got the bolo candy.
Yes!
So I'm playing this more or less the way I used to play it. Sort of, probably half on automatic, with alcohol in my system. I kind of chose this game so I could talk without playing it. Not necessarily about the game, because you know some games sort of require your full concentration. Mario Party is not really that type of game. I mean, during the mini games, I guess. Yes, and if you're playing like with serious intent to win, you might want to strategize and stuff. I tended to rely on luck and doing my best in the mini games mostly. It's a really great series. Mario Party 8's a bit, it stands out to me as the one with kind of muted tones. Like, most of them are very colourful. This one's a little less so. It's still, you know, colourful. Yeah, it's very beautiful, I'd say. The last of the traditional Mario Party until Superstars. I don't know about the handhelds, I don't really know what's going on with that. Anyway, what have we got here? Wait, when did Mario Party... What was it called? Super Mario Party. I guess that was the traditional one, right? The main mode. What about that? Sick and Twisted. Okay, it's a case of doing jumping from platform to platform, go sideways, move back. Yeah, I've got plenty of experience in this game, playing with friends back in the day. It's just been a very long time. We tend to evolve with the times with Mario Party, and well, we just haven't even played in ages now. Well, anyway, it gives me more chance to roll. Yeah, I was kind of nervous. Oh, look at that! No, we all failed. Yeah, I was kind of nervous going into this. What happened to Daisy? Like, if I tied with Mario, who just died at the end there, like, how did Daisy manage to fuck up in a way that put her fourth? I don't quite understand these results. But okay. Yeah. It's been a while. Yeah, since I recorded content for YouTube, so some nerves there. A little bit of nerves on account of the fact I've not talked to anyone with my mouth since maybe early December. It's been like 3 months. I communicated with other humans. Wait, what is this? Oh, wait, I got it at some point, I guess. Do I want to use it? No, probably not. There's a photo right in front of you. Yeah, by no, probably not. I mean, yes, probably. Yeah, and also, like the last time I recorded something for YouTube, it went about as bad as it could possibly go. It sort of resulted in... Well, it didn't result in, but it was shortly followed by literal torture. No, I thought that maybe just my tummy wrong. Wait, looks like I really do have detectable snappage on the line. Wait, is that what you said? I feel like I didn't read that There's no yummy fish. Throw my donut. I throw my dinner if I eat that. You take it.
Yes.
You got spice candy. I'm playing on my Wii U screen, so it's my vision's not the best. So it's kind of small. I just about to read the text. Right, well, probably what you'd be interested in right now. Might be what I was saying about the literal torture. It's kind of a long story. I had a hospital admission in August last year. Then in it's a real fucking shit show of admission. Like I was, to be honest, kind of experiencing some psychosis before I went in. But like after that, I mean, like before I actually got to the psychiatric hospital, I was in a general hospital for, I think it was like 3 days in a room that wasn't a bedroom, just like lying on the seating. That was the best they could do for me apparently. I think it was 3 days. A little hazy now. Yeah, by the time I actually got to the psychiatric hospital, I was pretty much doing okay mentally again. And in the general hospital, sorry, in the psychiatric hospital, you know, I think kind of the issue was often the issue. I think, you know, I think actually exclusively the issue when I was experiencing psychosis in the past is that loneliness getting the better of me. So then, I mean, the general hospital I wasn't exactly doing great, but sort of in a way recovering with people around me, maybe. I mean, I don't think I was fully recovered by the time I got to the psychiatric hospital, but very quickly I was doing better. Alright, what are we doing here? Right, drop a button. Right, so we're trying to bomb that one, bomb baby. What was it? So same.
Go!
What the fuck? Oh, I thought I had to tilt something. Whoa! Yow! So yeah, I was basically like in hospital. I recovered. I became like my usual self again. But yeah, I can't sort of remember that clearly. Meetings with the doctor at this point, you know, so a bit of time ago, and hit 2. Yeah, okay. But yeah, I think I expressed that, you know, it's a common theme. Like, every hospital admission I've had was during a particularly lonely period of my life. Anyway, I got put on a medication. Even though there was no... I mean, I think the idea was safety, like sort of future-proofing. You know, the idea I had in my head was to spend more time with people. Like, yeah, find ways of spending more time with people. But, I was sort of I was given an ultimatum, like, either consent to the medication or we'll force you to take the medication. So, yeah, I didn't consent, but I said I did because it's sort of better to play the game until you're out. What am I doing? I just gotta hit the right. So yeah, like,
Go!
so I'm not even like sure about the mentality behind the medication choice. Like, it doesn't. It's called lorazepam, and it doesn't actually address psychotic symptoms. Like, it just addresses like depressive symptoms that you can get with. Well, my diagnosis is schizoaffective disorder. I mean, it's nice that, you know, I wasn't likely to get the depressive stuff from that, I guess, but it doesn't sort of tackle what I was in hospital for, does it? Anyway, the doctor was convinced it was going to work. At first it was fine. You know, I took, you know, when I was on the smaller doses, they like gradually up your dose while you're in hospital. So just get it to a sort of supposedly workable level. How much does stars for probably 20, I think, right? No, I'm not gonna. Yeah, and then it didn't take long before it was making me drowsy. Actually, maybe it was almost instantaneously, I think, that it was making me drowsy. The issue was when it was upped. Akathisia, I think they call it. It's like ridiculous restlessness. It's like you've got way too much energy in your body. Like, it's difficult to imagine if you've never experienced it, but it is torture at the extremes. Yeah, well, they were able to give me, what do you call it? Like a medication. You know, a medication to like, it like calms you down, maybe a slightly benzo. That's what they're called. Benzos. Benzodiazepam. A E. Can't read that. Turn panel. Verification on off. Oh, this isn't going to require concentration. Okay. Remember where I was at. Benzo. Don't forget. Benzo. Well, you can forget. I need to remember. Benzo. Continue with the story. 3 seconds. So we're matching the time. So some games harder to talk and play than others. I think it's V1.
Go!
Oh no. No, undo. Oh, what are we doing? Oh, the one in the middle. Fuck. Okay, we were doing it already. Good work, team. I wasn't trying to make it a 5-flower at all. That doesn't look right. Ah. It almost looked right. No, I might just be able to leave it. Nope. Okay. I more or less ended up leaving it to them anyway, through incompetence rather than intent. Looks like team effort there. Right, benzos. So yeah, they dealt with that by giving me the benzodiazepam. That's a drug that is known to have negative effects on the brain long term. Not good for, yeah, if you want a functional brain long term. If not to prescribe those as a long term solution. I've got a boatload of new candy. Okay, to sweeten up your stroll. No. No, Peach. No. If you happen upon candy, then you can have some. But I'm not having you spending your money on treats. So the benzos, yeah, well, they helped, like, rather than sort of pacing around my room, because I was, I guess, mildly more comfortable than lying down, and yeah, it sort of helps feel like you're doing something, maybe. But yeah, one of the best things to do in the end was report to the staff that I cannot cope with how I'm feeling based on the medication I've been given, and I need help. How can you help me? So yeah, you've got the benzos for that. I have to get to sleep. And yeah, my hospital stay was 7 weeks. I think that's right. No, I think it was 7. ridiculous considering I was better, like I was practically myself. Well, like very soon after I arrived, just like within a couple of days. Even when I arrived, like, you know, I think I was at least safe to be like general public. But yeah, 7 weeks. And the doctor's mentality was we need to like make sure we get your medication right before we release you. Like they prescribed something alongside the lorazepam, which I forget what it was called. What are we doing here? Move your basket to catch as many coins as you can. Straight against bunny. Okay, we leave it to them again. So yeah, the mentality behind keeping me so long was to make sure they get make sure they get the medication right. That was the psychiatrist's psychiatrist's reasoning. And what does he fucking do? Like this psychiatrist fucking had like certainty in his head that his idea to use a medication that, as far as I understand, wasn't even an appropriate one for fixing the problem. Like the idea, he was so sure it was going to work that in the face of all the evidence that it was, you know, having torturous side effects. Like, he told me I would likely be released on a particular date in September. When it came to that day, like the night before, I'd had the torture again from the medication. But he was plowing ahead, like, this is your release date, because this is where I said it would be, this was my plan. I can't be wrong because I'm a stupid fucking egotistic cunt. So he released me on that medication. At the dose it was at, with also this other medication that was supposedly helping somebody. I don't think I noticed that it did at all. And with a smaller, like a lower dose of the medication as well. Just in case things didn't work out with the higher dose, and I could, you know, better that I take some than none, I think was the idea. So after being released from the hospital, I took the lower dose in the evening. Like, this was a dose I think that was manageable for me before, but I imagine it must like build up in your system or something, because that evening I played Kiwi64 for YouTube. I had a very small amount of alcohol in celebration, like, not something that's going to affect the medication. If it is, then that's not a medication I can be on anyway, because I would like to have a drink from time to time, quickly. And yeah, well, there's no reason to believe it was the alcohol either, because the evidence, based on my hospital, like the last night in hospital, was that the medication would give me the torturous side effects. But hey, you know, I tried the smaller dose again, and yeah, I was feeling quite happy about being out of hospital and stuff, and yeah, played some Kiwi 64, celebrating. Yeah, it's a fun game, but I didn't get to appreciate that at all, because I was sort of feeling gradually worse as I was playing it, until the point where I just had to stop playing and just go lie down, and then I would describe it as maybe the worst experience of my life, the torture that I was experiencing then. Like, you know, I've had some nasty experiences with psychosis before, but nothing compared to the cure. Right. One player tries to shoot the other three down by hitting the 2 targets on each aircraft. Okay. We're just dodging. Yeah, like ridiculously intense akathisia. Absolutely no way of finding the slightest bit of comfort in any position I was in. Yeah, there's no way I can really convey how horrible it was without you experiencing it, and I'd recommend you don't, if you can avoid it. But if you end up in the UK's mental health system, who knows, you might not be able to. Yeah, all I could really do was just sort of endure the torture for some hours. Yeah, I tend to be moving, sometimes not of my own volition. I didn't even feel like I had control of my own body at the time. Or rather, maybe I kind of did, but it felt like something else was fighting for control of my body. It's really difficult to kind of describe. It was, and remember in a way, I'd rather not. I don't remember too much detail. Yeah, it was really horrible. When I started feeling like I could do anything but sort of lie writhing around in bed, I went and got DVD of AC/DC, put it in my DVD player, and watched it as best I could. And sort of gradually felt better while watching that. AC/DC, good cure for the cure. I mean, they know it's not a cure. They know it's just a way of managing your symptoms. Jumping jackpots. It's Donkey Kong. Right, I couldn't read that. I was reading Donkey something or other. It's Donkey Kong. He's gonna help you get rich. Okay, well if he's Donkey, I think I trust him with the money things. Wow, 5 coins from Peach. What? We're ready to wiggle Wii remote. Give it your all, get more coins back. Okay. 3 seconds to do your best. Start shaking that barrel. Okay. I remembered it being lucky. I thought, why the fuck are you taking 5 points from me? Yeah. A worthwhile investment from my financial advisor, Donkey Kong. Thank you, Donkey. Now, what was I saying? So yeah, sorry to be so heavy with the subject matter. That's been my life. You know, so that's what I'm talking about. Because I like to be honest and open as I can in my YouTube videos. Yeah. So I didn't take the medication again after that. Like, I had the early intervention team come in around, I think every couple of days or something. Like, I expressed to one of them that it was torture, like taking the medication. Like after took it and stuff, she was still like, "Are you sure I can't persuade you to take your medication?" And it's like what the fuck? Are you not hearing me? Are you like that sort of much a kind of zombified slave to the psychiatrist that you like? Just like, of course I'm not gonna fucking take it again. Why are you encouraging me to? Like, you're supposed to care. You're supposed to be there to look after my mental health. Like, if you're like feeling just physical torture, funnily enough, not the best for the mental health. Punch the statue to pieces. Throw a punch when the glove swells up to do the most damage. Don't just punch a lot. It's better to punch only when the glove is largest. Yeah, well, it's a bit like being in hospital. Like, some patients who maybe are sort of new to the horrible nature of being on a ward, they might sort of vent their anger or their desire for freedom in some way, breaking the rules. It's better to save up that punch until you're out. It's my advice to you if you get stuck in hospital at any point. And that's what I did. So you can check out my album, The NHS Delusion, on youtube.com/@LivyCandita, where I post my music. Yeah, it's like we're supposed to be the crazy ones, the patients, you know? But well, I express it best on the album, I think. Oh, sorry, well, it's an EP. I kind of like. I don't think it's the official definition, but I consider an EP a form of album, like EP or album. But I don't know. I guess, you know, the words are supposed to evolve with the usage, and I want to use it that way. Like I can keep it as one of my albums. But anyway, this is a shorter one, 20 minutes or so, I think. So EP, the NHS Delusion. Do check it out. I'm very proud of it. Features some lovely singing from me. The whistling in the last track. Sorry, the second last track. Last Strike's expression of love to those who do fight the system as best they can to actually help those in need of help, rather than making things worse. Yeah. Yeah, it's just that egotistical fuck of a psychiatrist. And it really, it does feel like there's like, the stuff is sort of under his control in a sort of way that actually warps that perception. Like when you have ward rounds, when they sort of analyze how you've been doing in hospital. Like they got a team of, well, like they got other people there. Maybe another couple of psychiatrists, maybe another couple of staff from the wards, from the ward, the nurses. I think there's a sort of mentality where they're the ones in charge kind of thing, you know, we're the patients or the naughty children, perhaps, if someone behaves as such. It doesn't matter how fucking rational you are in what you're saying to them, like, you're the crazy one. Take turns. Oh, so it's just random, but...
Go!
But yeah. I think we can segue to more interesting topics. I mean, it's sort of... I mean, trying to kind of discuss things rationally with a psychiatrist is sort of... so I'm not going to say any psychiatrist, you know, there's good ones out there. Check out Dr. Yosef on YouTube. He's not a fan of the medication approach. In fact, he's a fan of tapering off. It helps with advice on how to do that. Advice. But yeah, some will believe all the bullshit they learned in their 10 years, maybe because they're invested. Like 10 years of learning bullshit, it's like, I refuse to have wasted that 10 years, I can't be wrong. Like, or maybe they're just stupid, I don't know, it probably varies from person to person. But yeah, I posited a theory, and I didn't say it was a fact, I just said it could be, and you know, it's what I believed. But you know, I'm open to being wrong about things, unlike some. Rather than my mind creating one of my treasured stars. Fair enough. You came a long way. I did. Thank you. Thank you for that beautiful star, you beautiful bootied Goomba. That's what the rumors say anyway. You got the good booty. But can you impress me again? Back to the start with you. seagulls attack. Bit shy about showing off goods. You've got follow cat. Great. Such a long road ahead. Wanna pop a short plate? Off you go. What was I saying? Right. As an explanation for some of my experiences, I posited the idea of like traveling fourth dimensionally. To give you some understanding of thinking of a fourth dimension, you could use the Simpsons analogy. You draw a square, then you draw lines out from it to extend it into a cube. You can think of that as the same for the fourth dimension. If you extend that cube along another dimension, and you can kind of draw that as well, you get a tesseract. So Marvel fans might be familiar with that concept. It's called a tesseract, isn't it? Like that is what one is, I think. It's a 4D cube. So, you know, what we would then be seeing is a three-dimensional cross-section of a 4D reality. Okay, what am I doing? Just dodging. So yeah, I believe there could be a kind of blend. You know, if you travel along that fourth dimension, you won't necessarily notice anything significantly different, or you might, like depending on where you are and how far along you travel. To me, it's a better explanation than is it a better explanation? I don't know. I'm just like thinking, like, what is the conventional idea? They teach in psychiatry. Basically, you create it with your mind because you're crazy, or rather because you have schizoaffective disorder, if you want to use the modern terminology. It's no more of an explanation. It's just sort of pathetic, isn't it? Like, in my opinion, an attempt at explaining the details of someone's mental health difficulties, just giving it a label and saying, well, your difficulties came from that label. It's really effort to explain beyond that. Like, you've got schizoaffective disorder, it's just an inherent part of you. And that label that described your symptoms, that is where your symptoms come from. Of course. Yes. And it took you 10 years to learn this shit. We're the crazy ones, apparently. probably doesn't look like there's anyone right close to roll up. It's been a little while. Probably want to cut the YouTube video here. Wait. Well, let's try and get done with this topic at least, and so we can move on to lighter ones in the next episode. You know, yes, I do want to ride the Dolphin Shuttle. How did I get 102 points? Not really been paying attention to the money game, I think. I guess since DK, yeah, I wanted to do mini games and stuff. So yeah, right, I guess the ideas of what hallucination is your mind creates it. And my kind of belief is your mind goes there. I mean, to be honest, like, the mind and reality, not easy things, so, like, it could be both, to be honest, but the sort of level of detail and consistency with reality that I've experienced in my experiences, like, it's indiscernible from reality sometimes, but it could be a different reality from the general consensus on what reality is. Try on to another one. Yes, then that's perfect. Yeah. It's just a sort of... I got it on another one. It's that cocksureness that they're right. It pisses me off. The condescending attitude. It's like, fucking show me your evidence that it wasn't fourth dimensional travel. I'm sorry if your mind's too small to comprehend that such a thing exists as beyond, you know, the tiny little three-dimensional slice of reality we've got here. But, funnily enough, reality is quite an amazing thing. Like, it could be nothing. Why is there anything? And with all the complexity we see, like, why believe that it ends here with what we've got? And I know it doesn't. Like, fourth sort of dimension or not, there is more to reality than we little humans know. And if you believe otherwise, well, I sort of doubt you do, but you know, I'm not sure that one particular psychiatrist believes otherwise. I think if he doesn't know it, then it's to be disregarded as crazy nonsense, and you should be put on a medication that's gonna make you experience torture. But it won't make you experience torture because he believes it won't, in the face of all the evidence that it will. 7 weeks on the basis of making sure we get the medication right, and you didn't get the medication right, but as far from right as you can get. Anyway, much love to you all, beautiful YouTube audience, and if you fancy, Please do check out the NHS Delusion. When you fancy listening to such a thing as that. Yeah, we'll try and move on to other topics in the next episode. Much love. Mwah.